In fact, there are some special cases to this. If you have two equations that are parallel, when they have the same slope, they never meet together. If they never meet together means there is no common solution. There is no point that's a solution for both. So you will never find this solution. You will never find a solution. The solution will be phi. Phi, nothing, no solution. Okay, but how would you know what will happen? Okay, let us see an example for this. Let's see an example for this. Suppose I have this equation 6x minus 9y equal to 9 and 18x minus 27y equal to 36. I have two equations I'm trying to solve them. Again, the system here has two equations, and the question here is, as usual, is to solve this system. Solve this system means find the common solution. Solve the system of equations, or solve simultaneously. The question sometimes says solve simultaneously. Okay, the question, we just write that as well. Solve simultaneously. Okay, so in this case, I'll just follow the steps. So you see this equation, if you add them now, it doesn't work.
What?
If you add them, use the addition method, it wouldn't work. No, but if you multiply by a number before you add, it will work, right? What number you multiply by? 3. Yeah, if you multiply the first one, I'll just multiply the first one by 3, I'm writing it here. Multiply this by 3, become 18x. Multiply this by 3, become 27y. Multiply this by 3, become 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, so the second, I just converted this equation to this one. And now I'm going to add the first one and the second one. Oh, actually, I'm going to subtract. I'm going to subtract. Yeah, let's subtract now. Subtract. Okay? So when you subtract the first one and this one and this one, you get 18x minus 18x, which is 0. And then you get minus 27y minus minus, which means plus 27y. You also get 0. And then after that, you get 27 minus 36, which is minus 9. So you got 0 equal to minus 9. What does it mean? Is 0 equal to minus 9? Can this happen? This can never happen. That's why this is called contradiction. Okay, because this is not possible. You're trying to make 0 equal to minus 9. This will never happen. So it will never happen means the two sides will never be equal, and that means there is no solution. There is no solution. They will never find a solution for this line that's also a solution for this line. You will never have a common point for both. This will never happen. Yeah. See here, I multiplied this equation by 3, and that's why these two are the same coefficient, so I must subtract. If you multiply this by minus 3 from the beginning, this will be opposite, and then you can add. You have to think what is the proper thing to do in order to remove one variable at least. Okay? And that's, you need to think a little bit about what is the proper number to multiply and whether you should add or you should subtract. So anyway, if you get the contradiction here, that means there is no solution, and this is the case. And we call this, a dependent system. We call this this is called a dependent system. It's called dependent system. Oh, sorry. It means I'm sorry. It means I made a mistake. It is inconsistent system. Inconsistent system. Inconsistent means it doesn't have a solution, common solution. Inconsistent system, which means it doesn't have a solution. There is no common solution. Okay? Any question on that? Let us see the other case. The other case, if you actually have the two lines are exactly the same line. Yeah, this is the line. This is the second line. They are exactly the same line. And you think they are different line, but actually they are different equations. In the beginning, maybe you don't notice this, but when you solve it, this is what you will discover. And this is what we call a dependent system. This is called dependent system. Okay. Where basically actually one of the equation is exactly dependent on the other. It's actually a copy of the other, but slightly in a different form. So how would you discover this? Let us solve an example and see what will happen. Okay, let us see this example. I have here 3x plus 6y equal to 14, and I have 9x plus 18y equal to 42. So these two equations, you try to solve them together, okay? Solve the system together. So in this case, you can use again the addition method, but before you do the addition method, you need to multiply one of them by a number. So I'll choose to multiply by -3. I'm multiplying the first one by -3, so I got minus 9x, and here I multiply by -3, so I got a minus 18y, and then multiply by -3, multiply 14 by -3, you get also minus 42. And then I'm going to add. Let's add after that. Add the first one and the second one. Add these two. So when you add, then you get 0 here, you get 0 here, and also you got 0 here. So 0 equal to 0. 0 equal to 0. Is that true? Is 0 equal to 0? Yeah. Of course. Yeah, that's true. Okay? This is called identity. This is called identity. Because the two sides are already equal. We know that. Now, if the two sides are equal, what does it mean? It means x and y can be any value. Any value means they are actually the same line. Yani the common solution is any value of x or any value of y that's actually part of this equation or part of this equation or part of this equation. All these are just one equation actually. All of these are just one equation, and that's what we call a dependent system. This is the dependent system, which means they are actually one equation. So what is the solution? The solution is one of them. You can write, this is the solution. This equation is the solution. Or this. Or this. Clear? So the solution is just one of these equations. Any value x and y, if you want to write this as set notation, it's any x and y such that there is a relation between x and y. What is this relation? You choose any equation you like it. You can write just 3x plus 6y equal to 14, for example. That's a relation between them. Which is just coming from the first one, for example. Because it's just one, as I told you, just one equation. So this is the solution in this case. If you have identity, 0 equals 0, sometimes 4 equals 4, x equals x. It doesn't matter. If the two sides are equal, this is identity. And that means the solution is any one of these equations. Because they are all the same, they are only one equation.